Mestros, this is going to be deep and will challenge your mind in the way you see the world. This is enlightenment that will make think more critically about the things you believe to be true. We live in a society that can be compared to a poultry farm, where the chickens are under the full control of the farmer. They live within the confines of the poultry house and can never imagine how big the world outside is. This is very much the world we live in, a world where what you believe, think, and live for are all controlled by a few people. The puppeteers pull the strings behind the scenes. They use TV, celebrities, politics, and fake activism to hoard the masses. Because humans are pack animals, the majority of people just follow orders and cannot think for themselves. But there is one exception: the Sigma men. These lone wolves don't follow the crowd, they don't care about social validation, and they will rebel against authority when their liberties are being challenged. Sigma men are freedom fighters and great revolutionaries. They are never afraid of standing up to authority. They are the good men who will not be silent in the face of evil and injustice. Number 1. Sigma men think for themselves. Back in the day, we had Galileo, a real legend. He stood tall when everyone believed the earth was the center of everything. Galileo said, "Hold up, let's look at the facts." And he was right. He showed us the earth revolves around the sun, not the other way around. Guess what? He was imprisoned for going against popular belief. He knew he was going to be punished for contradicting the empire, but he did it anyway because he was a true Sigma man. In the end, Galileo was right. Sigma men are not sheep. You cannot hoard them around as you please. They will not believe something just because everyone believes it. They won't go down a path just because that is where everyone is heading. These lone wolves think for themselves and do not rely on what is popular. Men like this are the architects of progress, weaving together the fabric of innovation and understanding with threads of individual thought, daring to question the established order. My friend, if we could pause more often and think before we believe anything, we would begin to discover that the world is just a ball of lies. Politicians are masters of planting ideas in the minds of people. They will make you believe what they want you just to control you. But this does not work on Sigma men. You cannot feed them lies like you feed a hungry cat milk. Number 2, they don't follow social media and mainstream media. Research has shown that spending too much time on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter can lead to depression. It's a fact. The constant comparison with others and the pressure to showcase a perfect life can take a toll on one's mental well-being. Sigma men have no time for that. They are lone rangers, and they are comfortable being who they are. These men are not seeking validation and will not be fed lies from social media. Sigma men use social media with a different approach. They don't let it control their thoughts or emotions. Instead, they use it as a tool for gathering information and diverse opinions. This helps them sift through the fake news and propaganda that's all too common online. It is even worse with mainstream media. I am talking about those news stations, newspapers, TV, and radio. If anyone still listens to them. Mainstream media plays a significant role in shaping public opinion. However, it's crucial to remember that they have their biases too. Sigma men understand this and take everything they see or read with a pinch of salt. They don't swallow information blindly, and that's a wise thing to do. Now, here's a little secret you must know. Social media algorithms are designed to show you content that keeps you engaged, which often means showing you more of what you already believe. This can create an echo chamber where you only hear one side of the story. Sigma men break through this barrier by actively seeking out different perspectives and opinions. This helps them to think independently and critically. Number 3, they question everything. Liars hate being asked questions. In fact, you can unravel the true character of a person by watching how they answer your questions. If they resist or are always dodgy when you ask them questions, then there is a very high chance that person is a liar and cannot be trusted. Have you heard the name Thomas Paine before? He was an ordinary man with an extraordinary gift for expressing revolutionary ideas in simple words. This was one of America's founding fathers, and a man who could think for himself and was not afraid to ask questions. Back in those times, the American colonies were under British rule, and many were afraid to challenge this authority. But not Thomas Paine. He wrote a pamphlet called Common Sense, a short book that spoke directly to the everyday people. In it, he boldly questioned the very idea of being ruled by a monarchy across the ocean. Thomas Paine's words were like a spark that ignited a fire of independence in the hearts of many. He asked questions that made people think. Why should we accept rule from afar without a say in our own affairs? His words stirred a revolution and inspired many to join the cause of independence, challenging the existing order. Just like Thomas Paine, being the Sigma man means you're not afraid to ask bold questions. You shouldn't just follow what everyone else does if it doesn't make sense to us. Thomas Paine's bravery teaches us that sometimes questioning the established ways can lead to something extraordinary. Number 4. Sigma men are lie detectors. Because of the way Sigma men think, they are more likely to detect a lie than most other people. These men spend a lot of time thinking and reevaluating everything. Imagine a chessboard where every move is thought out. You are always on the watch out for the false moves of your opponent, and you strategize not to fall for your opponent's tricks. This is how Sigma men approach every interaction. They are careful to pay close attention so they get all the facts. Sigma men have a special knack, a natural ability to figure out the truth even in a complicated situation. They stay watchful in a world filled with confusing information and dishonesty. Because of their experiences and mind training, Sigma men have developed sharp minds. When someone is not telling the truth, their minds act as lie detectors. It's like a sculptor who can chip away at a block of marble to uncover a beautiful sculpture hidden inside. Sigma men can cut through the lies to find the real truth. In this world of make-believe and fake realities, these men stay strong, able to see through the illusions and false appearances. The Matrix may try to cover itself up with confusing things, but Sigmas read between the lie. They don't just listen, they think and check if everything adds up. At the heart of this skill is a deep understanding of how people think and act. Sigma men understand the subtle signs, the tiny facial expressions that give away someone's real intentions. It's like they're expert conductors guiding a group of musicians, able to pick out the wrong notes in a symphony of lies. Number 5. Not afraid of breaking traditional beliefs. A wise man once said, "Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear." Like everyone, Sigma men get scared too, but their courage is much bigger than their fears, and this is why they are able to seem so fearless. Sigma men are not constrained by conventional beliefs. They possess the courage to explore uncharted territories, to challenge established norms, and to see beyond the ordinary. Imagine a world where minds are not bound by the ropes of tradition, where curiosity fuels progress. Because Sigma men are able to break free from the matrix of traditional thinking, they are able to embark on a journey of discovery. They're not confined by limitations, but propelled by innovation. These bold individuals aren't just content with what's known. They thirst for the unknown. Number 6. Not controlled by materialism. Plato once said, "The greatest wealth is to live content with little." This does not mean you should not have big ambitions. It only means you do not get moved by materialistic things. Sigma men possess a remarkable discernment. They see beyond the glittering surface of materialism, understanding that true value lies in qualities that money cannot buy: integrity, kindness, and wisdom. This discernment forms an invisible shield, rendering them immune to the pressures that often arise from the relentless pursuit of possessions. When one is not swayed by the allure of materialism, one gains a unique power, the power to resist societal control. The expectations of society can be like a storm, attempting to push us in directions we may not truly desire. But a Sigma man, anchored in his principles, can weather these storms with unwavering resolve. This resistance is the hallmark of genuine strength. Imagine a world where the urge for more things doesn't dictate our choices, a world where we stand steadfast in our beliefs, unshaken by the pressures of conformity. Sigma men show us that such a world is not a mere dream but an attainable reality, and it begins with embracing the richness within rather than the possessions around us. Number 7. Sigmas resist addictions. It all starts with your ability to make choices with a clear mind, and this is why addictions can be a problem. You see, astute men tend not to be addicted to anything that will mess with their minds or affect their choices, whether it's smoking, drinking, or any other habit that can take control of their lives. They stand strong like mighty oaks in a storm. By staying addiction-free, you become a master of your own destiny. You're not easily swayed by social control or pressure. You're the captain of your ship, steering through life's stormy seas with confidence. And that's just the beginning of the adventure. Sigma men show it is possible to stay objective, true, and be a beacon of freedom. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and watch this one as well. Thanks for watching.